amazes me anymore.
Nobody wants to know.
It's totally obvious.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and without the right equipment, you'll find yourself dead in no time.
I assume that you've got the right equipment.
Nothing
You
amazes
guessed
me
it.
anymore.
I might even sell it to you.
He really should have known
They all
better.
ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
What can you offer me?
Can you believe that?
Nobody wants to know.
As if I didn't have enough problems. Yeah, he really said that.
That will never
He
change.
was falling down drunk.
Do you sell information as well?
That depends. If the price is right, I'll tell you everything I know.
How much do you charge?
Hard to say. But I think that 50 gold pieces for every piece of information I give you sounds about right.
All that matters is strength. So don't tell me that.
It had to happen sooner or later.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
Do you have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it. I need something alcoholic so I can finally get rid of these damned headaches. When I haven't had anything to drink for a while, my skull feels like it's gonna explode at any moment.
Here, take this.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That hit the spot. So, now I can think clearly again. What can I do for you?
Where did you pick that up then?
What are you doing here anyway?
I don't have any idea what we're doing here or when it'll start. And I don't care as long as I have enough to drink.
And there's more.
Do you know where the dragons are then?
What's in it for me if I tell you?
himself was after him.
I've still got a bottle of gin.
I'd fight every dragon in the world for a vial.
Anything.
Agreed. Give me the bottle. I'll keep that for a rainy day.
All that matters is strength.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Naturally, I can't tell you anything precise, but I've heard that there are supposed to be 4 dragons. We've seen a red glow over the highest mountain at night. I swear by my mother, if you're looking for a dragon, then you'll definitely find one there.
Tell me that isn't true.
Is it really true? Didn't deserve that.
I'm looking for someone who can teach me something.
I could teach you a few things. I'm the best fighter for miles around. Since we're friends, I'll give you a special price.
I've got no time for
300 gold pieces.
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, that's too expensive for me.
Too expensive?
He simply
That's less than anyone else at my place would charge. Think about it.
Nobody will let anything from me out.
All right now, where are those dragons?
Naturally, I can't tell you anything precise, but I've heard that there are supposed to be 4 dragons.
He really
We've
should have
seen a
known
red glow over the highest mountain at night. I swear by my mother, if you're looking for a dragon, then you'll definitely find one there.
decision, wasn't it?
He really didn't deserve that. I'd have gone about it differently.
I've got no time for things like that.
I see you've joined the dragon hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best. I wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here. I've never seen so many orcs in one place in all my life. It wouldn't surprise me if Garand and the paladins in the castle had all fled or been slain by now.
That's totally
What are your plans now?
I'll follow the boys here to the Valley of Mines first, and then take off later. I really have to find out what the orcs are planning.
I'll see you around.
Look out for yourself.
He simply caused more trouble.
Where did you pick that up?
What are you doing here?
That is truly the stupidest question I've heard in a long time.
It was just like you said.
I can't tell anything from that idiotic face you're making. That's why I have to ask.
Your mouth's too big for my taste. It's time somebody shut it for you.
I don't know why you get so worked up.
I couldn't care less.
Finish it!
Don't stop now!
Don't stop now! Don't
Finish
stop
him.
now! Don't stop now! Don't stop now!
Come here, you filthy beast.
One less monster
around.
Nothing there.
Well, we'll see the next time.
Wait a minute.
What are you hoping to find here in the Valley of Mines?
Gold and honor. What else? When I'm finished with the dragon, I'll be swimming in gold. Enough to spend the rest of my life frequenting every tavern and cat house in the country.
Either that, or you'll be dead.
So what? That's part of it. If you want to get rich, you gotta take a few risks.
Those are all just rumors.
Things would have turned out differently.
How would you like to work for me from now on?
Where did you pick that up then?
Why not? What are you paying?
What does he know about duty?
You have to step in and sort things out.
Count yourself lucky if I spare your life.
I don't need you to make a fool out of me.
Where did you pick that up then?
You know that is.
What?
Where do you come from?
We come from, the city.
Watch out who you tell one.
I never saw you in town before.
I can't stand people who stick their noses into things that don't concern them, understand?
He never would have thought of that himself.
I see. You come from the city.
Exactly.
What are you doing here?
We heard about the dragon hunt, so we packed up our stuff and came here. But to be honest, I don't give a shit about dragons. I just want a bit of gold. Dragons have gold, don't they?
Certainly.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
What do you know about the dragons?
I only know the stories they tell the children. You know, virgins, gold, fire breathing, that kind of thing.
Where are you planning to go from here?
No idea. We're still thinking about it.
That's
was after him.
What about the orcs?
The whole castle is surrounded. There aren't any gaps. Trying to sneak through there is insane. If you try to fight, you're a dead man. Nobody gets through there.
Ah, really?
To step in and sort things out.
differently.
Anything's possible. Wouldn't be so
That's been known a long time.
That'll only cause
I
more
couldn't
trouble.
care less.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's not what I heard.
Hey, you. Guys like you should watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell me?
I mean that the air out here isn't good for your health. And the place is just swarming with orcs and monsters. Not to mention the dragons. It's just a well-intentioned warning.
As if I didn't don't have to tell me that.
Can you tell me anything I don't know already?
I can give you a good piece of advice, and it's even free. We can't use anyone here who faints dead away at the slightest dragon fart. Go home. This is a job for real men.
Who said that? That isn't true.
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certainly not. We don't need any self-important jerk ordering us around. When Silvio tried to act like he was the boss, we showed him and his buddies what we thought of that. There was a brawl. In the end,
With that?
they left on their own. I hope Silvio wound up in a soup kettle of some orc.
You have to feel no idea. You tell me.
So, you want to kill dragons?
Smart ass. So, do you know how to bring down a dragon? Do you think the beast will just sit there quietly while you chop off its head? Something like that takes good planning and decisive action.
I see. And how are you going to go about that?
First, we'll scout out where we can find the beasts. Only then will we think about the best way to attack.
Sooner or later.
Never would have thought of that himself.
How are you going to get past the orcs?
We'll worry about those details later.
I'd love to watch you do that, but I've got to be on my way.
Get yourself back over the pass. Otherwise, you may end up missing a limb or two.
That's totally really should have known better.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
listen to the wrong people.
I can't believe it. Who said that?
I'd have done it differently.
Show me your... How's business?
So-so. I hope that the dragon hunters are as full of gold as they are of hot air. How about you? Is there anything else you need?
It's really not my problem.
I've heard a thing or two.
Where do you come from?
From the mainland. My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse. The orcs leave nothing but burned-out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm. You paladins have failed, if you ask me.
I'm no better off myself.
Where are your people now?
I left them. They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them. Count me out.
But he knew that all along.
What else do you know about the war?
You haven't been to see your king in a long time, huh? The orcs are outside the capital. But whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead. But I don't believe that.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs. Now I'm stuck here. Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
That's been known a long time.
I shall find your sword.
That would be great. You should look for it on the high cliff to the south. I probably lost it there, near the orc tents.
It was a really stupid idea to come here. I thought there was something to be had here. But there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs. Some don't even know how...
You forgot about the dragons.
How could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon. You're one of them too. So how about putting in a good word for me, huh?
He would have never thought of that himself.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Where do you come from?
I've joined up with some men from the mountains. We were headed for the valley to make a real profit hunting dragons. Their leader went by the name of Silvio. Boy, what an ass. He treated me like I was his property.
What happened in the castle?
Nothing that I've heard. Of course, I'm worried about what's happened outside the castle.
What happened in the castle?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
That's all just...
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I'm getting ready to fight. What else?
That was obvious all along.
Who do you want to fight against?
I thought I'd drop in on the paladins and kick their fat asses. Idiot. Against the dragons, of course. What did you think?
Where did you pick that up, then?
Don't the paladins mind you being here?
Nonsense. They have entirely different problems. Most of them are glad to be still alive. The boys' morale isn't the best. That will be their downfall. I mean, just look at those nicked blades they're fixing to go into battle with. Any reasonable warrior would desert immediately.
Don't say you didn't know that.
Nothing amazes me.
Have you separated from your group?
My group? I don't have a group. I'm a trophy collector. If I go home without a trophy, then I won't know what I came for. So I can't use anybody else.
Have you set eyes on a dragon yet?
No. I want to get my weapons in shape before I set off.
Aren't you afraid that somebody might beat you to it?
What? Who? Silvio? Have you seen the pathetic figures he's got with him? Silvio can be glad if he gets out of here alive.
My own opinion about that.
Silvio was here?
Here in the castle, you mean? Yeah, he was. But only for a short time. He chatted with a few people here and then set out again.
Tell me you didn't know that.
So where is Silvio now?
The paladins here mentioned an ice dragon in the west. It's supposed to be the most dangerous and powerful of them all. You should have seen the gleam in Silvio's eye when he heard that. One guess where he went.
That was obvious all along.
You don't seem to like him.
What do you mean, like? I'm not particularly proud that I know him. Silvio doesn't have any friends. He needs people who follow him no matter what. That's not for me. I work alone.
I'm no better off myself.
Can you help me improve my weapons?
Improve? Better to buy something new and throw away the junk you're carrying around. Maybe I've got something for you. Interested?
What can you sell me?
Man, look at how low I've sunk. Now I'm even selling my weapons to a paladin.
Will it ever change? Someone's got to pay for that. That's been known a long time.
You're pulling such a long face.
Oh, damn it to hell. I tell you, you have to watch like a hawk. If you turn your back for a moment, all your stuff is gone. Dirty scum.
Will it ever change?
What scum?
Those dragon-hunting riffraff, of course. Who do you think I was talking about? You gotta watch out, I tell you.
Did someone steal from you?
No. They smuggled 20 gold pieces into my pocket. Of course they stole something, you idiot. I tell you, when I get my hands on the dirty swine.
Don't say you didn't know that.
So what are you missing?
My purse, with all my savings in it. And now it's gone.
It'll turn up somewhere.
When I get my hands on him.
That's not what I heard.
I think I found your purse.
What? Where? What bastard did that?
Where did you pick that up?
It was over there, by the smithy.
Where? Near the smithy? It must have fallen out of a dragon hunter's pocket there. Don't tell me otherwise.
Is it really true?
How would I know?
I'll find that out yet.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
I've heard a thing or two.
Hey, you!
See that, I can't help it.
Do you have any news?
The dragon hunters have arrived. They strike me as tough bastards, and I hope they are, because otherwise they won't survive for long.
Can't go on like this forever.
Show me your wares.
It can't go on like this forever.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
You mustn't believe everything. It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here.
What happened?
The dragon hunters are strutting around here in the castle and bragging that they can solve the dragon problem. But I'll tell you what, the way they look, they won't even kill a sick old snapper. A lot of us are getting really worried by now and no longer truly believe that we'll ever make it out of here alive.
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the Orc Palisades. He hasn't come back since. In us, be with us. I'm not touching that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
For that is the will of Enos.
That's exactly what I said. He would have never... That'll only cause more trouble.
That's the first I've heard of it. That was quite obvious.
You already know what I think.
Hey, you!
It was just like you said.
We can only wait and see.
Why aren't you at work?
But that's disgusting! Have you had a look in my chamber? Those filthy meat bugs are everywhere.
All kinds of rumors.
I have no idea who set up quarters in there before, but I'm certainly not going back into that filthy sty. I hate those beasts, and stop grinning like an idiot. I've heard a thing or two.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy. I wouldn't have already know what I think.
I wouldn't be so sure. It was just like you said.
As if I didn't have enough.
Come here, damn beast!
One less monster around.
Come here, damn beast!
One less monster around.
For the king! Come here, damn beast! Hey, I've still got it!
The meat bugs are gone. You can go back to polishing your thumb screws or whatever.
Are you sure that not one of those monsters is left?
Pretty sure.
All right, then. Here, take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Nothing's ever going to change though. It's totally obvious.
I don't know why he gets so worked up. I knew that would be a problem.
Some problems solve themselves. That's nothing new.
Those are all just rumors.
I'm staying.
How's the situation?
The camp is surrounded by orcs. They've really dug themselves in, but even more alarming are the attacks by the dragons. They have destroyed the entire outer ring by now. Another dragon attack, and we'll take heavy losses.
I need to talk to you about Jan.
Jan? Who's that?
A dragon hunter. He's a blacksmith.
Oh yes, I remember. What about him?
He wants to work in the smithy.
Out of the question. He isn't one of us and I don't trust him.
Did anything important happen?
I'm worried. Very worried.
What for?
Recently, these men showed up. They call themselves dragon hunters. As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but idlers and criminals. If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
Don't you think you're exaggerating?
Absolutely not. In our situation, we need men who set a shining example. Warriors to wake the fire of Innos in our fighters' hearts. Instead, these scum destroy the morale of my warriors.
You should give them a chance.
They're getting one, unfortunately. Garand is convinced they can be of help to us, but I'll keep an eye on them. We have enough problems with the orcs. We really don't need more trouble.
And apart from that?
Leave me alone.
Hey, you! I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again. After that scene when you were here a few days ago, I welcome you into our order. Maybe your appearance is a good omen.
I need more information about the dragons.
A rather large swamp has developed in the last couple of days to the west of the old castle. That's rather suspicious, wouldn't you say?
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however, something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
You are the only one that we can spare. All the other knights are needed here. Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
I still need some equipment.
We don't have much left that we could give you. Well, I can offer you this.
I'll take the elixir of strength.
Here, this will certainly come in useful. I wish you luck.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I am glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
Any news?
The orcs are becoming more and more numerous. This is not good.
Same old thing all over again.
I always act in the name of Enos.
There is a problem with the smith.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan. One of the dragon hunters. He's a smith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes.
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
I'll vouch for Jan.
All right. He can use the smithy.
That's exactly
Of
what
course,
I said.
he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
I'm back.
I can see that for myself.
Who told you that?
Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean the dragon hunters outside in the yard? They may help us, but there just aren't enough of them. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantees.
Nobody wants to know.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
He really should have known better.
Nothing's going to change about that.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
I agree with you completely.
Go get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work it all.
What to believe anymore. Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
Some don't even know how wicked.
Wait a minute. Can I buy some armor from you?
Nothing that would be better than your armor. We should forget it.
Do you really believe that?
Are you selling any weapons?
No way. And then your colleagues here will stick me in jail for black marketing, huh? Forget about it. But I can show you how to forge your own weapon.